not fighting for unconditional love. You're just recovering from how early you learned it wasn't real. I just want to be dead ass about it, because they told you love was unconditional, but gave it to you in rations. Smiles when you were quiet, praises when you didn't cry, and they held that door open, but only if you carried yourself in like furniture. Still, silent, easy to move. I mean, that wasn't love. It was just an audition, and you passed, but at what cost? Because unconditional love became a myth that you had to embody. That's what I'm trying to get at. Just to survive somebody else's conditions. But let's hold with that. Let's hold with that for a second. Because conditional love gets a lot of praise. Gets a lot of praise. But conditional love is transactional. We just gotta be for real. Because it says, I love you if you shrink, if you soften, if you forgive me faster than I fix myself, if your boundaries are negotiable, if your anger doesn't make a scene. It's literally just a contract written in disappearing ink that you didn't even know if you signed, but you still paying them penalty fees. Right, you still paying them. And every month it comes directly out your spirit. And unconditional love doesn't really say there's no standards, because that's like the wrong side to think about it. It says your humanity isn't a deal breaker. You get to mess up. You get to have a bad year. You get not just a bad moment. You get to be real without being exiled. That's what I'm trying to get at. Because it doesn't mean you'll never disappoint them. It just means that they won't punish you for being human. And that's the hardest part for a lot of people. Because most people aren't really fighting to receive unconditional love. They're just afraid of what will happen when they finally expect it. I just want you to understand the situation. Because you've never known anything but punishment. Right. When you've never known anything but punishment, I want you to see the relationship, how that translates into your adulthood. Because peace will feel suspicious after that. Right? It just will. Acceptance will feel like a trick, right? Safety feels like a setup. I say it all the time, but it's just true. You didn't feel love. You felt tolerated. And deep down, you've been calling that shit home. So we can move beyond this, right? Because what people are calling unconditional love, especially in their family, is just guilt with dinner plans. We all know this one. It's trauma with a smile, and it's generational silence that gets passed down like the family heirloom and wrapped in your mama tried her best. You know your mama tried her best. You know exactly how they work it. And the thing is, right, I want to paint it real clean. Because if they only stayed because you stay manageable, it wasn't love. If they punished your boundaries, it wasn't love. If they confused your endurance with devotion, that wasn't your failure, that was their capacity. I just want it all to make sense. So this isn't about hating either side, but it is about naming the illusory effect that we're all experiencing it, because they need you to live inside their wounds, right? That's all it is. Usually most people, when they say they experience unconditional love, they're actually dealing with somebody else's conditions. They just already got it memorized. I just want you to understand, right? So